Hi all, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Crazy Coop Compact Cave. That description will become apparent as we work around our little work area. I'm Rufus Roughcut, trust you're all well, and thanks very much for joining us. What I'm going to do is put some cabinets on our wall. Just there. These are the cabinets. And I've also bought a couple of doors. You're going to say to me, hold on. You're supposed to be a woodworker or a DIYist. Why are you buying stuff from B&Q? Well, if I can explain. These two cabinets, or let's say just one of the cabinets, was £40. 20% off straight away, and then another 10% off for my B&Q club card. So that made them £28 a piece. That's 56 quid for the two carcasses. If I was to buy a piece of ply, one piece of ply, 8x4, yes, I could get them out of one piece of 8x4 ply at 45 quid. So for 11 quid, what I've got is dimensioned pieces, finished in a matte white, and I also get the hanging brackets. So for 11 quid, I get all that. I don't need a specific size, so it's a no-brainer. I bought these and put them together. And the doors, if I wanted the doors, I'd have to buy another half piece of ply at 25 quid. So yeah, I will be making dedicated stuff like my mitre saw. I'm going to make a mitre saw station with folding wings and loads of other stuff. That's another reason. I've got enough projects on the go. I've got about 10 reviews I want to do, and I've got about 4 or 5 things that are urgently need to be made. One of them is an Amazon parcel box, which I want to put outside the front door to save Amazon ringing a bell, dropping a parcel off in the pouring rain, open to view for any passerby while I'm in B&Q buying boxes, which I should be making. So yeah, I'm going to make a little secure drop box, but that's a future project. So what I'm going to do is unbox this. I'll do the unboxing, show you what I've got, and then I'll show you how I'll put it together and hang it on the wall. One thing I would like to add, that everything in this video I bought myself. It's not a paid promotion. Everything is paid for out my own money. It's an honest review, and I'm not affiliated with anybody in this video. If you do have any comments, good or bad, please feel free to comment. I'd love the comments. Everything in this on this channel will all be tongue-in-cheek. We're trying to inject a little bit of humour into it. So good or bad comments, feel free. Questions, I'd love your questions. I'd love to answer your questions. So any questions or requests, bit of humour, bit of banter, bit of education. This is what this channel is all about. I just want to try and entertain people, educate them, and help them on their way. I'm an amateur DIYist, desperately trying to be a professional. So any help, criticism, whether it be on the topics that I'm covering, whether it's to do with the videos, the sound, whatever, criticise me, help me out, and give me some credit if you feel that I need, if I deserve the credit. Thanks very much. Right, let's get these unboxed, see what we've got, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, one door, first door. So look what we've got. Yeah, bog standard white melamine, 18mm door. Oh, it's quite glossy actually. It's not that there. It's that on there. It's quite shiny, that. Okay, that's one door. Piece of cardboard for the cardboard man. More cardboard for the cardboard man. And the carcass. There's Carcass. Destructions. I'll have a look at them in a bit. That's obviously the back. Put that down there. Side. That's a shelf. That's the other side. Or it could be the top actually. I guess that's the top. Shelf. Another shelf. Packaging. Hanging brackets. Fittings. Packaging. Sides. Other side. More cardboard for the cardboard man. More cardboard for the cardboard man. Whoops. And let's get this packaging out of the way. Oh, it's good. Sturdy stuff that. I won't try that again. I'll tell you what to do. Put the big boots on it. That's it. Squash it down with the big boots. And we'll put that with the cardboard for the cardboard man. Cardboard man loves us. What I've also got is, where's my little board gone? It's lost. Okay, we'll put them on the paper. We'll put them on the instructions for now. And a knife. These, I had to buy these. These are the hinges for the door. That's the only other thing I had to buy. And I bought myself some soft close ones. I do like just being able to shut the door and it closes nice and softly on its own. So we've got 2 packs of these. These were £9 each. £4.50 a pair. Sorry, £4.50 per one. A bargain really. Get the normal ones for about half the price, but I do like these soft close drawers and soft close doors. I think they're fantastic. So we've got instructions for them as well. So yep, that's all there. And I'm just going to have a quick look through these instructions. It says they're all there. Missing a screw somewhere. Wouldn't be the end of the world. I've got yeah, there is a screw missing. Oh wow, unreal. Unbelievable, Jeff. Is it in the instructions? Oh, there it is. It's in the packaging. It's in the packet. There we go. So we've got 2 hinges, 4 screws, 2 cover plates and 2 receivers. So I'm going to have a quick look through the can you see me? Yeah, through the instructions and I'll get back to you in a jiffy. So I've had a little read of the instructions and I'll show you what it entails. I have built one, so you don't want to see me build 2. So I've built one, and it gives us an itinerary. All the pieces are there. All the pieces. It gives us an itinerary of the tools that we're going to need. I'll show you the tools now. What it suggests that you actually use. So it calls for a screwdriver. It doesn't say which screwdriver. So I've got a selection here. And I've got a selection of bits for the electric screwdriver. It says I need a drill and a 3mm drill bit. Hacksaw. I don't know what I want that for, but I don't know. It says we need a pointy thing. In the old days, when I used to work with a joiner many years ago, we used to call this a sprig bit or an awl. It's just a pokey thing. I think a sprig bit had a flat end. It says I need some tape. It doesn't say which sort of tape, so I've got some paper tape, electrical tape, and some sellotape. I don't know, not quite sure what we need. Need a hammer, so we've got a couple of hammers here. Spirit level, obvious reasons. Square, got 3 different squares here. Tape measure and the obligatory pencil. Funny thing I did see. Let me bring this back up here. In the instructions, let me just find it. Before you start, blah de blah de blah. Oh, well, here we are, safety instructions. It says here, prevent children from climbing or hanging on any drawers, doors or shelves. So if you should find when you wake up one morning a couple of kids hanging off the shelves of your cupboard, tell them to get down, don't do it again, it's very dangerous. And yeah, I suppose that applies to grandmas as well. Don't let your grandma hang off any of your shelves. Yeah, the last thing you need is grandma or a couple of kids hanging off your shelves. Trust in your crazy coupe compact cave. Yeah, so tell them not to do that. Yeah, I'm still with me. So yeah, anyway, we've got all them bits and bobs. So what I'm going to do is clear the bench, throw some stuff on there, and I'll assemble a cupboard. The beauty of having 2 lots of these destructions is I ripped a couple of pages out of the first book, so it's got the itinerary of what we need and the tools we need, so I can put that there and I don't have to flick backwards and forwards through the instruction manual. So that's the beauty of having 2. Alright, let me clear this bench, back in a minute. So stage 1 and action 1 is to find these. Let me bring it down. Bring it across a bit. These things. 8 of these little locking nuts. And we just pop these with the receiver facing to the outside, and when I say the receiver, there's a gap in the front of that. Now that gap there needs to face the outside to receive a screw that comes in from the top and the bottom. I didn't actually tell you what these were, but the actual carcasses are called a Caraway from B&Q, and the doors, I'll check on it, but I will remind you what, or I will say what the doors are. I'll check the packaging. But there's a Caraway, and the cheapest you can get from B&Q. That's all you need from a store. So we've popped them in there. Then what we need is to put the dowels in. And the dowels go in it's not the outside holes because they're the ones that have got the screws. The dowels go in here. So we'll pop them in there and get a little hammer and just tippy tap them in. Same on the other side. Dowels in there, and a dowel in there. And then once we put the dowels in, we get these which have got the grey plastic around the outside. And the way they go in there's like a screw thing there and a mating piece there. That mating piece is the bit that goes into that little dial thing that we just put in. Same on the other side. Oops, I put that dowel in the wrong one there. That dowel needs to come out. Okay, pliers needed. Moment. Like an idiot. Nobody's perfect. And what we like about this channel is we show the warts and all. The mistakes are always good, we learn by them. So we put that in there, and that one in there. And rinse and repeat with the other side. To the side. So that's stage 2. Stage 3. We need to put the brackets on the side pieces. Now the brackets are what connects it to the wall. So you could choose which end you want, top and bottom here. I'll use this end as the top, even though it's at the bottom at the moment. So these will go onto a bracket that goes onto the wall. So this is the top, that needs to be facing down. So that goes like there, like that, like so, and that goes there. And we need the 2 screws either side that go in there. Now, I don't like using power tools to do this. These screws are quite small. They are quite small. So I don't want to use power tools to do this because I don't want to strip the threads on the wood. So it is actually quite a large screwdriver. It's a PZ2. That's a Phillips. I did use a PZ. That's a PZ2. And that fits quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is just poke these screws through, get them started. That fell over. Typical. There we go. Get that into the plastic. Just start it through. Get another one. Do you know what? Whenever you turn a camera on, anything that can go wrong, go wrong. Unreal, Jeff. Flipping heck. Let's see if we can get it. No, it's come again. I'm not sure if that's magnetic enough to hold that. There we go. It's a bit of sense. So, let's line these up with the holes we've got them in. And you don't want to push these in too tight. You don't want to strip the threads. So what I'm doing, if you can see, I'll bring this up a bit. With the screwdriver, I'm just using finger and thumb tips. Get it to bite. Finger and thumb tips. Bring that down as well. Finger and thumb, or fingers and thumbs. We don't want a full grip on this. Easy to strip these threads. Finger and thumbs, fingers and thumbs, and just nip them and cinch them up. That's it. That's done. Same on the other side. Bring them screws through so you can see where they're coming through on the other side. Get down eye level. They're in. They're located. Finger and thumb. Or fingers and thumbs. Fingers and thumb. Get them to go down. And that's our brackets secured. See, it's just fingers and thumbs. We don't want extra pressure on them. That'll be fine. It's shear pressure. There's nothing pulling them out. Nothing pulling that way. All the pressure is up and down. And that will be adequate. They're going nowhere. Even though I think these are rated for about 14, 15 kilos. The cupboard itself isn't far less than that. So we'll give these a tweak. A bit more. They're fine. So that's them done. Next thing we need to do is to put the top and the bottom on. So we've got our back panel there, slot, our back panel slot. So what we're going to do is pop this in here. And we're going to give this a little tippy tappy. Let's bring this up so you can see what I'm doing. I've got a bit of wood here and a little copper hide mallet. I'm just going to tap that down. That's in. I'm going to swizz this around just so you can see what I'm doing. Drop this down again. So that's them 2 screws that we popped in, them round holes. With the same screwdriver, PZ2, this needs to be turned about half a turn. And you can feel that crunching and locking in. We are down there. And on this one, we do the same. It's about half a turn. And then on the other side, bring that up a bit. Okay, the camera's dead. The battery's just died on me on my primary camera, so I'm just switching over to the iPhone. Hopefully the sound isn't too bad. And let's just see how it goes. So we've done one side. Let's get the other side done. It's kerfuffled me, this has. All this messing about. So we need to at least you get a view of our compact cave. So yep, that needs to be like that, that needs to be like so. That's in. Just bring that down a bit. So you can see that that's in. And all I'm doing now, again, on the back side of it, is turning these screws half a turn. They're locked. Then, what we need to do is we need to chuck our back panel in. White on the inside. Let's drop this in. Yeah, please forgive me for this. It's just throw me with that camera enough. It's a cracking little camera, but it's got about 1 hour 20 of runtime whether you're filming or not. So We're just checking that we've got that in there, yeah. And then what we need to do is put the top section on, making sure that the hinge is on that side. Get these lined up here. They're on. And then this side. Try not to knock our precision squares on the floor. And then this side we need to line up. That's on. So with a PZ2, we'll lock them on with a half a turn. And the other side, half a turn. That's that done. Now, check the square. So we'll have a look for square. So with our precision square that we've tried carefully not to knock on the floor, and have a look at the inside. That's pretty good. Have a look at that one. Pretty much perfect. So then the next thing we need to do is stop this back panel from rattling around. So in here we've got 4 clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is where I will use a power driver. Again, we've got these. And a PZ2 is fine. I can feel that snuggy, doesn't it? Well, let's do it horizontal. That's fine. Pretty good that. Pop that into our driver. And this slips into the slot there. You can give it a little tippy tappy if you want to, with a little lovely little tippy tappy hammer. And if I'm using this on melamine or Formica or anything like that, it's always set to about 4. We can increase it if we wish. That's it. One on this edge, about in the middle. I would prefer 6 of these, 2 on the long edge and 1 on the short edge, or even better, 8. That's in. One on the top edge. And one on the close edge. Just here. That is about halfway. And that is the Carcass built. I don't know if you can see me here, but cheers. I'm going to bed now because it's nearly 12 o'clock, believe it or not. And I'll wait for that camera to charge up tomorrow and I'll jump back on it. and show you how we actually install these onto the wall. See you in a bit. Good night all.